Okay, so this was a time where I was sitting in class. It was my sociology class, right? So I'm sitting in class. It was a great day. All my classes was a breeze. And I was sitting in this class, and we all was having a conversation about God knows what. I can't remember. It had something to do with schoolwork, of course. And we all were having a conversation, and everyone that day was speaking but me. Even like the kids that was kind of more reserved. Well, we were grown as college, but they're more reserved. They were speaking out. I mean, it was an excellent day in class. The sun is shining. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. The class is happy. The professor's happy. So that all that was working, right? So that day in particular, it came down to me, and everybody was waiting on me to talk about whatever the topic was, because I was always, great about having the intellectual conversations. And then some days we were goofing off and look forward to that too. So I remember everyone was looking at me, right? And I was like, oh, okay, well, I see it's my turn to speak, and I have a lot to say on this topic. So at the time, I had a new hairdo, had a new outfit, had some new shoes. I'm feeling extra grand. And I was still kind of part of the fallback ministry. I'm not a showboater or anything like that. So, but I do have confidence, right? So the professor looks at me, I look at her. Class look at me, I'm looking over at them too, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's showtime. So I'm ready to say whatever I have to say. So they're like, well, okay, well, Mo, how do you feel about this topic? And I was like, yeah, because my professor's name was Dr. Ruth, right? So I said, yeah, Dr. Ruth, and yeah, and and everyone just looked like, what? She stutters? Wait a minute, she stutters? That's new. She's been talking all this time. What's really going on? So Dr. Ruth is looking at me like, well, what's that? What is that? So, excuse me. At this point, I was like, okay, let me try this again. I said, hold on. Let me say it again. Oh, I'm thinking I'm about to say what I was trying to say, but let me say it again. It ended up being the same thing. I looked Dr. Ruth dead in her eyes, and I said, okay. And it was like, and the crazy part about it was, please ask me why Dr. Ruth looked at me like she understood everything I said word for word. So I wasn't hung on a word. I was literally having a whole conversation. So I felt like when I said I'm thinking, okay, listen. Oh my God. This is really not funny because some people do have stuttering issues for real. But for me, this was funny because it was out of the ordinary. So I wasn't hung up on a word like do or don't or dog, anything. I don't know what it was. I just know that whatever I got ready to say, I wasn't stuck on the letter D. I was literally having a whole conversation with this lady, and nothing came out. Nothing came out. And I'm thinking I'm skipping the word and maybe going on to something else, but that's not what was coming out. I was still stuck. And when I say what made it so funny is I said it with so much boldness and so much confidence. And it didn't help the Dr. Ruth looking at me like she knew what I was talking about. So, is that my husband coming back home? Shoot, no, that ain't him. So anyway, he's always playing some old school music, and that's not him, that's somebody else. So anyway, so there was a lady that was sitting like on the next row, but she was behind me, right? And so she's in the back, and this lady, I felt like, because I was mad at her for doing this, I felt like she should have been out of college 20 years ago, okay? Because she was old. And I was angry with her. So, in honest to goodness, in reality, you're never too old to go back to school. But since I was angry with her, she should have been gone a long time ago. So, she's like, God dang! She shouldn't talk. Like, who stutters like that? Mind you, I never in my life wanted to get up and tell her how I felt. Stood square in her face. And think of my husband. And tell her how I feel. But it just so happened that Dr. Ruth was like, and not the sex teacher, but Dr. Ruth was like, how dare you? How dare you? I had issues with stuttering. Oh, see, I done did it again. Stuttering. And I want to, hold on. And so she went off. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sneaking. I'm supposed to be like in the bed asleep, right? So I was like, so the Dr. Ruth was like, I used to have an issue with stuttering, and how dare you? Don't you dare humiliate her. Did you ever do that in my class again? So at that point, what is he out there saying? But anyway, so at the end of the day, guys, that was my most embarrassing stuttering moment, and I'm gonna see you guys later because I'm supposed to be asleep. See, I'm trying to pretend like I'm asleep so he won't be looking for breakfast. I don't feel like cooking. See you guys later.